look at those reality shows. And Congress, barely a role model for anything, let alone comity and civility. So can we play the We Shall Overcome, please? The last piece that I spoke about. And be alert that you're going to have to raise the volume probably, okay? This is from that concert. I want to bring you there. This will be out soon. I've created a concert. It was 3 hours of the most loving, the most weeping, the most together, the most determined, the most courageous. The couple that you're going to see, one of the women who is singing We Shall Overcome and weeping, everybody's weeping, but you can see she lost her son, and next to her is her husband. So if you can play it, my brother, he's done a terrific. May I have a little applause for my friend over here who's doing the technicals. We shall overcome someday. And for all the children throughout the world who do not deserve to grow up to the sound of guns and bombs or be frightened, let us not live in fortresses. Instead, let us learn to love one another. We shall live in peace. Thank you for being sensitive and not applauding. But if we are going to turn sadness and grief into more love, we have to look at the education of the heart and the soothing of and the caring that was shared amongst these people. And I think that approaching it with that understanding that if that is in place, the academic growth skills will come into place too, with a sense of mutual support. And so I offer this as a perspective. I want every child, when they enter school, to have that kind of feeling when I said to you, just sing softly, and you heard that sound of togetherness and hope and love and peace. It's easy. I like the American Senate and Congress to sing this song, Don't Laugh at Me, before they do any work every day. I mean, it's not just the music, but the music reaches the heart. If we can reach the hearts of people and trigger their empathy and their feeling, then we'll be in great shape. And we put it together. Now, how many of you, I want to ask a question. We had a day together that was really remarkable and wonderful. And when you finished the day's gathering together downstairs, how close did you feel to the other people who were there? Not how good did you feel yourself, but how close did you feel to the people there? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being, I hate everybody here, I can't believe I came here. I find this offensive and I'm getting out of here. And 10 being, I found my love in life. I want to marry every one of these people. Let's say the point at which you left when you came up here was 5, okay? After we sang together, how close did you feel about, not how good did you feel about yourself, how close did you feel to the others? Well, you're exempted from this because your enthusiasm bubbles over you. How close did you feel? 8. And you? About 7. Do I hear 7.5? It doesn't matter what it is. The point is, what you want is for that transformation to take place. And it's easy. And it's been happening, and it's the keystone of what Peter, Paul, and Mary lived. And now it continues with me. I want to be the champion, along with many of you, of this effort. I believe that it is when society fractions and fragments that we learn most about ourselves, when like the human psyche fragments. And if we can turn that into love and togetherness, we will champion this. We will succeed, just as we succeeded in stopping that war and the civil rights movement. It came out of love. I've never seen anything come out of anything that positive that wasn't guided by nonviolence and love. That's my experience, for what it's worth. At least in our children, at what point do they deserve to be hated? At what point, when they just born, 3 minutes old, shall we hate them then? 6 months old. Is it okay to hate them now? What is the dividing line? When is it appropriate for us to hate? And if we educate them so that they stop this cycle in their own individual lives, not necessarily with a worldview, just the way they treat each other. Okay. Now, we're going to sing one more song, and then I'm going to let you go. This is the other song that Peter, Paul, and Mary sang. And please, please, email me. It's a free program. Go to www.operationrespect.org. There's a sheet that gives you some information on it with your other information. It's available. We went to Hong Kong, then we went to Croatia, then South Africa. Then we were called by Israel. Then it was 3 years to put that together. Then Ukraine, working with the American Embassy. Now we're in our first schools in Palestine, and we're going I'm going to Jordan in another 3 weeks. And we've been asked by Korea, and I mean, we're not the only game in town, but it's a good one, and we use music. All right. It says www.operationrespect.org. www.operationrespect.org. Once again, www.operationrespect. One more time, www.operationrespect.org. And before I sing If I Had a Hammer, I have to sing a few lines of something that I sang on the stage of l'Olympia here in France. When in the 1960s, this song, C'était défendu, was forbidden on the French radio. And I got up there and I sang this. I didn't know that it was forbidden. And I sang, Messieurs, qu'en homme grand, je vous fais une lettre peut-être, si vous avez le temps. Je viens de recevoir mes papiers militaires. I just received my letters of conscription pour aller à la guerre, to go to war, avant mercredi soir. Messieurs, qu'on en me gronde, je ne veux pas la faire. Je ne suis pas sur terre pour tuer les pauvres gens. Men whose names are great, men of importance. I don't want to do that. I am not on earth to kill other human beings. And when I finished, they did something that scared me to death. I thought maybe I'd really made the big mistake. They went. I thought, oh. And then they got faster and faster and faster and faster. And it was quite remarkable. And I'll never forget it. So I'm come back to Paris for just this day, and I wanted to recall that with you. Because of the war in Algeria that was not allowed, you know. We've lived a lot, my friends. But I still got a hammer. And I still got a bell. And I still got a song to sing all over this land. It's still the hammer of justice, the bell of freedom, the song about love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, a hammer in the evening, all over this land. Hammer out danger, hammer out a warning, hammer out love between the brothers and the sisters, all over this land. Oh, 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 if I had a bell, I'd ring it in the morning, I'd ring it in the evening, all over this land. Ring it out danger, ring it out a warning, I'd ring it out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this. And what is the danger and what is the warning? And what does it mean? I ring a danger, warning, and the love between it. The danger is, and the warning is, that if in our own generation we do not protect justice, then what happens? Then the love falls apart, the empathy, the compassion. And then so the answer is inherent in the song. It gives you the answer. A warning, a danger. It was the civil rights movement now. And today, it is all the movements to do precisely what we are here to do, is to love one another and pass that love on to the next generation. Well, if I had a song, I'd sing it in the morning, sing it in the evening, all over this land. Sing it out danger, sing it out a warning, I'd sing it out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land, 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 land. Oh, 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 with me now. Oh, 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 oh. Well, I've got a hammer and I got a bell. I still got a song to sing all over this land. A hammer of justice, bell of freedom, song about love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Thank you.
Peter said, when I come to Paris, he said, what can we do for you, Peter? He says, just get me some wine and cheese, I'll be fine. So on behalf of the working group on education and fragility, you get a UNESCO bottle of champagne. Yeah. You get some goat cheese.
Ooh.
It's going to stink so much by the time you get to the US.
From peaceful goats, yeah?
Yes. And some macaron, because you cannot leave France
Macaron.
without macaron.
And I have
thank
in
you.
my hand a writing implement, and I want the privilege of signing this declaration and committing myself to this work. It is, at my age, it is the most important work that I could conceive of doing, and I am honored and privileged to join you with all my thanks.